Doak Campbell Stadium in Tallahassee, Florida. Is there really anything better than immersing yourself in football all afternoon on a Saturday? And we continue with this one. It's the New Mexico State Aggies and the Florida State Seminoles. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rose down on the sidelines. We check in with her now.
There is a lot to prove in Tallahassee this season. Coach Mike Norvell has answers after a disappointing 5-7 season. They got the upset in Week 1 against Alabama, but it was not a strong season after that. Fans in Doak Campbell want to see if they can get back on track and become one of the powerhouses they once were in Tallahassee. Guys, back to you.
Thanks, Holly. Looking forward to see how this one goes. The Seminoles headed toward the ball, and we are ready for action. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So New Mexico State's offense will start this game off with the football. There's a receiver who's going to draw some attention, Jesse, but really, he's just part of this whole offensive puzzle.
He hasn't been the most consistent guy when it comes to catching the ball for this offense this year, but he has had some big moments. He has had some big games as well. And, David, you know, from a roster standpoint, they're generally not going to overmatch or overwhelm anybody from the receiver spot, but this is a dude that can get it done.
I think that's the biggest point that you made. It's a guy that has the potential to make big plays. And if you're pointing to a guy, he is the one. Talking to coaches, like, they've seen flashes in big moments. They need to see it consistently, and it starts today.
This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. On the ground with the counter. Finding some room. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down.
One of the things I love about these misdirection-type plays is that you can pull offensive linemen and get extra bodies at the point of attack. So you're setting yourself up with good angles if you execute it properly, David, and you saw it right there.
And saying the word angles means a lot because that's exactly what you do. Now I can block down, and I can leave somebody unblocked, pull around, kick him out, use misdirection in the backfield. Really just get your eyes as a defense on something else and then go the other direction. Nice misdirection play call by this offense.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
Running inside, it's Stanley. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Third and short now from their own 48. Trying to pick it up on the ground. Stopped in the backfield, and this defense has forced him into fourth down.
Well, the offensive line had everybody blocked except the defensive end. He was able to sneak into the backfield and get the tackle for loss.
Oh, a big decision here early as they leave the offense on the field in their own territory. They want to keep this opening drive alive. Hit as he throws. That ball never had a chance, and they'll turn it over on downs. So Florida State's offense takes the field for the first time in this game. When you look at the matchups in the passing game, you might think that this guy's going to be overmatched at corner, but I think he's really looking for the opportunity to prove that he can match up with one of the nation's best.
Yeah, and this receiver always wants the ball. He especially wants it, though, today, considering what he's up against. He told us coming into this game that he should be able to dominate and get a lot of looks. This defense is going to have to find ways creatively to get this guy matched up and covered. They're probably not going to be able to do it with just one guy, with that corner out there, David, because this receiver is a difference maker.
No, and this isn't a great secondary, but they're going to have to play a great game. And this challenge is big because he's a superstar. So let's make sure we don't give up the big plays, maybe play a little bit deeper than normal, sometimes get a little bit physical. This secondary has a tremendous challenge on their hands.
And the Seminoles, right after the huge play through the air, back to the line. Give to the back. They'll put the brakes on him at the 21, give him a yard.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Right back to the well. Might have a chip. Got some room. Headed to the goal line. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Florida State.
And that's a big problem for this defense. When you get that guy in space, it's hard to catch him. You got to bottle him up near the line of scrimmage. Palmer, too much daylight too early in that run.
Yeah, you're right, David. And I think that's what makes this guy unique. With his skill sets, you just know it's a matter of time. You just keep giving him the football. Good things are going to happen. Long touchdowns are going to happen. And you saw it right there.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And what a way to finish it off with a 21-yard touchdown run. The returner's going to try to see what he can get. Couldn't find room for the big play. He'll be stopped after a short return. It's a coverage unit right on top of it. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Got enough for the first. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
In most offenses, man, it's about controlling the line of scrimmage, getting the run game going. And when you got a back that's averaging over 5 yards a touch, like, I'm not great at math, guys, but every 2 touches, I'm getting a first down. I'd say the offense will be in a really good position all game long.
Back to throw, it's Webster. The sure hands, it's Pride. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
Early in the game, as a DB, I'm settling in. It's okay if I give up 4, 6, 7 yards. I'm just trying to get settled in, gauge the speed, and then later on, I can adjust to the speed of the game.
After the 4-yard completion on first down, now it's 2nd and 6. Keeps it on the bootleg, looking to throw. Gonna try to get it himself. Recovered by the defense, and he's off.
And it's an ancient proverb for a reason, right? Know thyself. And what he does best is hang in the pocket and throw strikes and attack the field. It's not really running, and you can see he takes off, and the defense closes in fast, and the most important thing happens for the defense. They hit him, they get the ball out, and they force the turnover.
Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. They'll rely on running behind the big left tackle here. And he's able to shed 1 tackle, but still, just a very short gain.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. Once first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Back to the ground with the running back. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
Well, a lot of people in Florida State really excited about Quintravion Wisner coming in over from Texas to fit into this offense. Obviously, a very disappointing year last year, David. And with Wisner and his game-breaking ability, with his speed, they're really expecting a lot of explosive plays from their transfer running back.
Man, and so much excitement last year when you started and you beat Alabama, and like everybody was pounding their chest, and then everything's really changed since that point. Norvell back calling plays. You know, he is obviously a guy that's under pressure, under fire, but talked about a lot. This could go a long way if they could have an explosive offense. Get that side of the ball taken care of again, a long way to having another turnaround season for Florida State.
Now the play fake. Unloads to the wideout. Just goes right through the wicket and brings up 3rd down. Man, he will be thinking about that one.
Man, those are frustrating because you know you're supposed to catch that. You're supposed to secure it. It's going to happen, but it's just frustrating for those receivers. Just tap the chest. My bad, dog.
Dropping back, it's Daniels. And it's incomplete on third down.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're at 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
And they'll send out the field goal unit. And he'll need to curl this one in from 44 yards out on the right hash. He slides that just inside the right upright. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
On the move from inside his 5. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he's stopped. Here comes the New Mexico State offense to go on the attack. They'll try it on the ground, running the counter. Knocked down after picking up 5 out to the 24.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Might as well stick with him. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick him up, but they didn't block the most important guy, the big fella right in the middle.
To the air, it's Webster. Rushes on him. Buried before he could blink.
And those outside linebackers nowadays, they're so fast. They got to cover ground. You can blitz them off the edge, and they can get after quarterbacks. Versatile. That's why they're getting drafted so high in the NFL and getting paid all that
money. New Mexico State will be forced to punt. 3 and out. They got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Quick step and go. He smashes his way through again. Little pressure on the coverage team there, and they'll stop him at the 47-yard line. From the gun, running back on the move. And after that run, there is a player still down on the field. Trainers are out there having a look at this freshman defensive tackle to see if he is going to be able to continue. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. Off the RPO, complete. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Wants to throw on first down. He's got the tight end. Stopped just inside the 30 and the 29. It's a 10-yard pickup and a first down. Nothing too surprising about seeing the Seminoles being productive in the passing game.
Man, we can think back, Reese, to so many great offenses for Florida State, whether it's Charlie Ward or Chris Weinke, whoever it is, the trigger man being really, really good is the start of a great Florida State team.
Knocked down after a 3-yard gain to the 25.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Fires toward the end zone. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover.
Well, everything was going so well for this team early here in this game, and now all of a sudden they get a critical mistake. And you know how college football, David, is about momentum. What is their defense going to be able to do here now when they take the field?
You're right, man. The momentum swings so fast, and now this defense's job is to go out and stop it, right? Like, we made a mistake, you huddle the guys up, sudden change, be aware they might take a shot down the field, but let's grab the momentum right back.
Here comes the Aggies offense out to start this drive. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. Running into the open space. Tripped up at the 25 after picking up 4.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. The give, it's Jones. The draw draws nothing except a swarm of tacklers. He's stopped immediately.
They try to go draw, but just way too much penetration in the middle of the offensive line, and that the offense has a negative play.
They're bringing the chop. They're bringing the noise on 3rd down at the dome. Looking to throw, it's Webster. Gets it to him on the screen. Worked his way out to the 28-yard line, but needed a little bit more yardage. 4th down is coming.
One of the things I love about this defense, they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
The Aggies send out the punt team to kick it away. Let's see what he can do with it. He'll get it out to about the 20-yard line, and that's where they'll mark him down. The Seminoles offense comes out ready to get this drive started. They've built a quick double-digit lead now to try to get this offense really humming. Caught over the middle. It's Robinson. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Handoff from the gun. Got enough for the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
That is such a good run. I'll tell you, if you're going to put on a Seminole helmet, you better be dangerous with the ball in your hands at the running back position, right? You think back to the late, great Bobby Bowden. He was always able to recruit a difference maker at that position. He would have loved to have this guy in his offense because it feels like he can score a touchdown every single time he has the ball.
Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34.
And this offense is clicking, man. This defense is going to have to find something in a hurry, right? That's 3 plays. That's 3 first downs. They've got to do a better job of affecting this defense, getting some penetration, winning at the line of scrimmage. You can't let them just move down the field and get a first down on every single play they run.
Looking for a big gain. Into the house. Touchdown, Seminoles.
And what nice play design. You get your speedster, you put him in the slot, usually get a better matchup, and then what do? You fade him towards that sideline, run a go. Nice ball thrown way out wide. He just runs underneath it, and just too much speed. Couldn't catch him. Gets in the end zone for 6.
Ready to try the point after. The kick is up and good, and put one more on the lead. Looks as if we have an injured player for the Aggies on the field. That is the freshman defensive end that they're very excited about. They're hoping that he's able to return to the game shortly. He'll bring it out. It's Pry. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. The Aggies offense will have another go at it. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. Not a lot of room, but found his way ahead for 2 out to the 26.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
after picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Dropping back, it's Webster. On target. Oh, what a cut! They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49.
Defense just didn't have an answer there on the slant throw. Once the completion was made, they just couldn't get to the ball carrier and get him down on the ground.
And the Aggies come to the line after the big connection and going back to work. Looking to throw on first down. That's caught. It's Jones. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down. Big play on the catch. It'll be enough to move the chains, but there is a man still down on the field. I'm sure Holly will find out what's going on, and for the moment, we will step aside. The Aggies will snap it on 1st and 10. Motion from the back. Looking to throw on first down. Here comes the heat. Dumps it off in the flats. Tried to hit him with a quick game on first down, and nothing doing there.
You know, as a quarterback, you believe in your matchup. And in my running back, if I can get him the ball in space, he's going to win a lot of times. He did in that time. The defense was ready. Nice job in the open field making the nice tackle.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. He wants to throw it again. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Jones. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
Ball's at the 25. They're in field goal range, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and short. Looking to throw, it's Webster. Fires to the right. He makes a catch. He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business, 1st and goal.
That is a play the offense absolutely had to have. They're trailing, right? And this is a big 3rd down, but what a great job by the QB and his target being on the same page, hooking up for that big-time play. Now they're in the red zone, and all of a sudden they got a chance to score a touchdown here and make this thing interesting.
Looking for the goal line, and they will score. Touchdown, Aggies! It's a much-needed life from this offense as they tried to cut away at this lead.
No doubt. Needed something to go right. You're down. You got to make plays. You got to get your team back in it. Great start. Keep chipping away.
PAT unit on the field. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. 76 yards on the drive for the touchdown, and they finish things off with an 8-yard toss for the score.
Number 17 sends a kickoff.
From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. He'll be stopped just short of the 25-yard line. They'll mark it at the 24, and good work by the coverage unit. To the air on first down. Makes the catch. He'll get it across the 30-yard line. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 32 as this offense is trying to do some work.
I love early in a game getting my quarterback in a rhythm. Coming out, short passes, easy completions. Now we're getting in a good spot.
The Noles can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Back to throw, it's Daniels. Looking to the big tight end. The short hands, it's Riles. Boy, did he look as if he was going to go. Gets it down to the 37.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
That kind of play will send a surge of energy through your offense. Now they've got it 1st and 10 inside the 40. The give to the running back from the shotgun.
Really good surge that time by the offensive line. You saw all those bodies by the defense being pushed backwards. That opened up the crease for the ball carrier. He's able to get a really nice gain there, setting up 2nd and inches.
The Seminoles have a lot of options on 2nd and inches. Motion from the wideout. They give it to him again. Nice pickup on the ground there. They'll move the sticks for the 1st down.
And this offense is kind of showing you a little bit of everything, but putting big plays together, really getting their momentum going. This ground attack now, you watch. They've got a little bit of everything, man. The balance, the structure, the play calling. Right now, they're in a really good rhythm.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. They'll run the screen. And with that stop, we are headed toward the end of the 1st quarter. We have the early makings of a quarterback duel, as these stats will show you. Now the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the 2nd. First play of the period will be a 2nd down. Here's a quick throw out to the left. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain.
And what a nice play by the DB. You have to understand, that wide receiver gets that ball that quick. It's tough to get him on the ground. Nice job getting a hold of him, getting him on the ground for no gain.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Looking downfield, it's Daniels. Into the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Florida State.
And a lot of times when you get down here in the red zone, man, it's players, not plays. Finding your individual matchups that you feel very confident in. And I'm not surprised they went to their go-to wide receiver. And I'm also not surprised that he won on the outside and got the touchdown.
He'll try to tack on one more. And with the extra point, they now have a 3-possession lead at 17. 76 yards on the drive for the touchdown, and the score comes on a 17-yard throw for the touchdown. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The New Mexico State offense returns to the field. Trailing now by 17, David, this is an opportunity that they need to answer.
And down by 17, it's not panic mode yet. Like, I know we just gave up some points and our defense hasn't played great. I think this offense can still be who they are and stay consistent.
No doubt, lots of football to go, but you do get the feeling this is the time of game where, you know, it could get bad. If you don't score and all of a sudden they get the ball back, they take it down the field and put some points up, this thing might be over. So absolutely, this quarterback, he wants to drive this offense down the field and at least put something on the board.
And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a 1st down.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Jones. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42. Line getting set on 2nd down. Off play action. Got a man. It's Jones. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
And listen, I know that wasn't a huge gain. It was positive, but I like doing more of that in today's college football. I'm just going to try to give my playmakers a chance to do damage in space away from all the big boys inside.
They have it at the 43, 3rd and short, trying to avoid making a decision on 4th down. Right down the middle. Tight end getting vertical. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41.
Every drive is obviously important, but now that you've dug yourself a hole, this offense, they need to score here. Like, before the half, they need to move this ball down the field. Nice job in the passing game. Got to put a few together. Need to get some points to cut into this lead right before the half.
Here's a give to Washington.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Caught in the backfield. It's Pride. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
And offenses nowadays, they're really just counting numbers. How many guys do you have out wide? How many guys do I have out wide? If I have enough guys to block your guys, boom, it's just built into the offense. Pitch, catch, let me get a few yards.
It'll be 3rd and long. Sends it back in motion. Looking for a man. It's Webster. Outside the pocket, lets it go. Makes the grab. It's Pride. Down to the 26-yard line before they ride him out of bounds, and this defense is on its heels. And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. And they take another look at the play, but the officials on the field were right, and the play will stand. The run inside. It's Jones. Picks up the 1st down. They get him on the ground, but not before he rumbles all the way to the 5.
Man, this is a guy who just seems to get better as the game goes on. What a run getting his offense down close to the goal line.
So nice creating explosive runs in the run game. Now you're getting in the red, inside the 5. Go punch this in and get a touchdown.
They'll run it. It's Jones. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line.
1st down and goal, I bet you the percentages are really high for run, and this defense was ready for it. They got to match the physicality right here, right now in this situation.
They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. They're trying to slam it in. He never had a chance on the draw. Tackled almost as soon as he got the ball.
And on offense, you know this is 4-down territory. You have to come away with a touchdown. You're getting boat raced in this game right now. You're going to have to make this possession count.
Yeah, definitely because of the slow start, now putting yourself behind the 8 ball, I think this offense is going to have to be aggressive the rest of the game.
Trying to get it done with the run here on 3rd and goal. He has stopped well short of the 1st down, but they are still in field goal range, assuming they send the kicker out there.
But after getting stuffed on that run, you now got 4th down. I'm not into chasing points this early in the game. I think you just take the field goal, you try to pay this drive off and this opportunity to put something on the board.
Well, and nowadays you have these analytical cards, and the coaches, they literally look at every situation. Is it more advantageous to go for it or kick it? That's how they'll make this decision.
Couldn't find his man, and they'll give up the football on downs. From the gun, the ground game. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Well, this defense obviously knows they have to be able to stop the run now in the 2nd half if they're going to win this game. And you wonder if they were able to make some tweaks and some adjustments at halftime, maybe getting some more bodies close to the line of scrimmage to give themselves a chance to come back in this game.
To the air, it's Daniels. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there.
And man, you gotta love that from your corner. Willing to pull the trigger right away. Obviously, the running back slips out of the backfield. They throw him the football, but he doesn't waste any time. He doesn't hesitate, pulls the trigger, runs at him, makes the nice tackle, and gets the stop.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Swatted away and broken up. A great play there by the DB.
Well, you see them there taking the shot, and I think the thought process is look, we've had so much success early in this game running the football. Let's see if we can now take advantage of the defense throwing the ball over their heads. They're going to be expecting run. Safeties and linebackers are all going to be playing downhill trying to stop that. If we get the one-on-one opportunities to the outside, we have got to take shots. That one fell incomplete, but they should keep trying this as the game goes on.
Here comes the New Mexico State offense to go on the attack. A really disappointing end of that last drive, David. Getting stopped on 4th and goal, they'll try to regroup.
And I think I'm preaching to my squad right now. Listen, we drove the ball down the field. We didn't just punch it in. Let's put another drive together, Jesse, and this time, let's get some points.
You're right, because there were a lot of positives on that last drive. They did a lot of things really well. They just got to do a better job finishing.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. They'll move the wide receiver. The play action fake. Complete with conviction on the crosser. They get him down at the 34-yard line. Give him 15 yards on the pickup and a first down.
Well, this team found themselves in a hole really quickly. Good things need to start happening, and they got to happen now. There's a big play that the offense desperately needed. A big pitch and catch. That's going to give them some confidence. That hopefully shifts the momentum their way a little bit, but they've got to cap this off now with a touchdown cut into their opponent's lead.
He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
Man, oh man, how about that play by the linebacker? I'm thinking, I got to get the run, I got to get the run. Oh, I see the quick pass, now I got to break on it and go catch this really, really fast guy over here. And how about the job he does, getting him on the ground, nowhere to go. Nice closing speed by that linebacker.
Wide receiver going in motion. Dropping back, it's Webster. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
And this offensive line's got to do a little better job, man. You've got to give your quarterback time to go through his progressions from go to 1 to 2 and then maybe make a play. And he goes off of his first target, and you can tell he did not have much time getting hit as he's trying to throw the football. You've got to protect your quarterback.
Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
You got to be impressed with this defense early in this game, guys. They've got a big lead because they are getting after the quarterback. They've already generated multiple sacks. They thought coming into this game they could take advantage of this offensive line, and that game plan is working to perfection.
New Mexico State will be forced to punt. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Able to keep them from getting a return, and the ball goes out of bounds. They're going to mark it right around the 20. All right, guys, here comes the Florida State offense onto the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Turning it on! Oh, what a move! They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down. That's the way to open a drive. Now they'll put it in play just shy of midfield. From the gun, they'll try the middle. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. To the air, it's Daniels. Here's the pressure. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to fight another play. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He'll loft one deep down the left side. And that deep shot's going to wind up incomplete, but we do have a flag on the field. Let's see what the official says.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
Looking downfield on 1st down. Quick screen to the speedster out wide. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st. The Seminoles in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Looking to fire. Makes the grab. They'll get him out of bounds and mark it at the 21.
And FSU's going to be so much fun to watch. And offensively, man, it's all about can they get really good quarterback play and can they feature Deuce Robinson outside. Mike Norvell takes over play calling duty. Can they get the 1-2 punch? Can they get the QB playing at a high level? Can they get it all working again? There's a lot of pressure on Mike Norvell, Palmer. He's got to produce, and this offense has to play well.
Yeah.
There's a crease. Touchdown, Noles! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And just keep feeding this guy the football, and this scoreboard's going to keep lighting up. This dude is unbelievable. He needs just a little bit of space, and he has gone off to the races. This offense, David, has so many weapons, but this running back is a game changer.
He is, and so many weapons is right. This defense has had absolutely no answer so far, giving up way too many points early in this football game. They need to have a conversation on the sidelines. Get the defensive coordinator, get everybody involved. They need more juice, and they got to find some answers fast.
And with the extra point, they pushed the lead out a little further. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And what a way to finish it off with a 21-yard touchdown run. And he takes this from inside the 5. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. Here comes the Aggies offense out to start this drive. They face a pretty tall mountain here, Jesse, down 24, but if they're going to climb it, this is a good time to start.
Sense of urgency's got to be big right here. You just get the feeling at this point in the game, David, they've got to score on this drive. Obviously, their defense needs to get stops, but at this point, offensively, they've got to execute much more.
They got to be super aggressive. Down 24, you're going to need 3 touchdowns, 3 two-point conversions, everything to kind of go your way. So fast and throwing the football.
To the air, it's Webster. Bringing the heat. That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Now on 3rd and 10, if they can move the chains here, maybe they can get this drive started. From the gun, wants to pass. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's cut.
Yeah, and unfortunately, this guy's been beat like a drum. He's been hit, sacked a bunch of times already, and another hit right here. I'm literally looking at my offensive line and be like, dude, I need some more time. You got to protect me better than this. Give me a chance to complete some passes.
Punt is in the air. Makes a move. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O's. Wide receiver comes in motion. They'll start this drive with a pass. Throws to the tight end. That pass is incomplete.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Back to pass. And they can't make the connection.
Is incomplete. Third down coming up.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Back to throw, it's Daniels. It's complete. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down.
Man, you see so much of this in football now. Big body wide receivers, right? Guys that can run routes and box guys out. You want to play man-to-man coverage on me? I'll put my big body on you. You throw it near me, I'll make the contested catch.
And the Seminoles send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. They call it a coffin corner kick for a reason, and you really can't do it any better than that. He puts that thing out of bounds right around the goal line. Breaks into the open. He'll be stopped at the 15. It'll be a first down, and this defense misses an opportunity to keep them backed up close to the goal line.
Man, who says you can't run up the middle anymore, right? Everybody thinks I got to make big plays. I got to go way out to the left, way out to the right, way out in space. Nope, right down the middle, nice blocking. How about the running back? You could tell the speed, the wheels, does a great job getting down the field, making a huge rushing.
Throws it deep. He's got it. He's running free down the middle. Inside, slippery slide, find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, New Mexico State.
Well, we know, David, talking to the coaches before the game, they wanted to get this guy involved. Weren't able to do it early, but they saw the matchup, took advantage of his speed, and it's a long touchdown.
Yeah, and sometimes it takes a minute to figure out what the defense is doing, but then now you figure it out, and now you go to your go-to guy. He has all the speed, man. He can win outside. You want to play man-to-man coverage on him? You want to leave him on an island? It's not going to turn out well.
Lining up for the PAT.
Is on for the extra point.
And with the extra point, they're down 31-14. Aggressive play calling on that drive. Just 2 plays, they get the long touchdown pass to pay it off.
31, New Mexico State, 14. Number 17, set to kick this one away.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
It's just not easy to bring this guy down, is it? He is so dangerous once he gets the ball in his hands, and it makes me think back to old great Seminole running backs like Warwick Dunn, Travis Minor, a guy that I used to play against. How about Dalvin Cook even? Just guys that could make the first guy miss, and then they were able to just explode and burst and take it the distance. This guy right here, he is a unique talent.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Trying play action. Flips it out in the flat. There he goes. A big play. Gets it into plus territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 44.
And we've seen him do it by land, right? They've been handing him the football, and he's been finding space, making some plays, and now he does it by air. They find him, throw him the football, proving to be a dual threat. This is a guy they like to feature in this offense because he'll continue to make big plays.
Looking downfield, it's Daniels. Got the back over the middle. Just keep giving him the easy catches until they do something to stop him.
Yeah, you're going to dictate to the defense. You're going to make the defense cover him up, and then obviously it leaves the middle of the field a little bit more wide open for receiver, for a tight end. So QB keeps making the right decision, getting the ball to the running back, and he's making plays.
That last completion left them with 2nd and 3. Let's see how aggressive they are. Shoots it to the left. And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hands.
Just got to finish the play for the wide receiver. You got to look that one in and complete it. It's a bad drop.
Defense trying to come up with a stop on 3rd and short from the 37. Motion from the wide receiver. A run for the quarterback. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense.
And this defense has got to be jacked up, man. They finally forced the 4th down, right? They've gotten a couple of first downs, got some things going, but I think it's decision time for this offense. And this D's got to do it one more time, right? They've got to get another play, a big 4th down stop here to get some of that momentum and get the football back.
First play of this drive comes from the 5-yard line. And off to Jones. Good gain there, picks up the first down, and now maybe this offense attacks before the half.
And a great job by the offensive line. If you're going to run the ball right up the middle, you better control the line of scrimmage. You can see the center, the guard, the tackles doing a good job getting on their guys just enough where this running back can get into space and make the big gain.
Backed up at the 16-yard line, it's 1st and 10. This time he wants to throw. Grabbed behind the line, it's Jones. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
All right, guys, looks like we've got a great one in Tallahassee going on. Let's just take a moment to process what we're seeing. 2 quarterbacks, both dropping dimes left and right, both on pace to have career days. I can't wait to see what they have in store here in this second half. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Doak Campbell Stadium.
New Mexico State will kick it away to open this 3rd quarter. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Florida State comes out ready to put something together on this drive. If it's working, why change it? And that running game was working in the first half. I imagine we'll see a lot more of it here in the 3rd quarter.
And you just know the offensive line was telling their coordinator, put this on us. Let us continue to go out there, push these guys around. We can put this game on our back and end this thing by running the ball.
And this is a manhood question for this defense. Like, as a defensive lineman, and you're pounding the rock, like, I got to physically rise to this challenge. This defense has to play more inspired and more physical in the second half.
And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver is going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
Let's see what call they have on 3rd and long from the 28. Scanning the field, it's Daniels. Finds his big tight end. Oh, he's got some space. He gets the job done on 3rd down. They move the chains. It's at the 37.
Man, this has been a fun one to watch, guys. This is quarterback play at a high level. It's fun to watch guys that are executing, that are going through their progressions, making big play after big play. Both these guys, you got to tip your cap because the quarterback play so far today has been absolutely outstanding.
Motion from the wideout. Wants to throw on 1st down. Complete. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the 1st down.
That's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
And the Noles can really attack on this 2nd and short. Looking to fire. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
Man, the quarterback threw that ball hard, too. And I know sometimes when you're throwing an in-breaking route, you want to get it to your receiver quickly. But when you try to strain and throw it harder, Oftentimes your accuracy is what suffers, and you saw it there on the incompletion.
They probably feel good about their field goal chances from the 29, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and short. Moving deeper into enemy territory. Move the chains. It's 1st down at the 27.
And that's a good job by this defense, man. They got him in 3rd and short, but, man, they've got to do a better job. If they want to get back in this football game, they've got to force some field goals. They've got to force some punts. They've got to force something to go their way, and they've got to be better on 3rd down.
Red pass, it's complete. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the 1st down. Good, solid pickup on that play.
At the 17-yard line. Brings up 2nd down.
Not many play calls a coach likes better than this. 2nd and 1 after getting 9. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. This offense had so much success in that 1st half, so in the 3rd quarter, they come out, and the quarterback looks like he's still dealing. This has been a really nice drive. That was a really nice throw. Just keep doing what you're doing if you're on offense.
The Seminoles have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. They'll send the tight end in motion. Looking to get it in. Touchdown, Florida State! And the route is on. This is like a baseball pitcher that can't miss. He is just pounding the strike zone.
Yeah, it just gets in the zone, right? When you can't miss, you've seen quarterbacks get like that no matter what they do. They're on fire. They're hitting the receivers. And listen, that's also on the defense. The defense has to do a better job making him feel uncomfortable, changing what they're doing in coverage so he's a little bit confused. You can't just let him pick you apart.
On to attempt the try.
Kicker is on for the